No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial or residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event. Lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $399 per month.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1003769, $399 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, 5652. Inside and no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 9324. See dealer for details.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
College football in Lincoln, America. The time has come. Start your game day off right with the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the ticket crew as they bring you all the coverage you need to get you ready for the action. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Brought to you by General Fire and Safety, Raisin Canes, Perch Merch, Sunbelt Rentals, Mullen Motors, Select Plumbing, and the Kindler Hotel. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Welcome into the locker room, the most sacred of spaces in sports. Talking you through the behind-the-scenes conversations that happen behind closed doors. With former Nebraska football tight end Chancellor Brewington.
Chancellor Brewington, the 6-year senior tight end, finding his way into the end zone.
And former South Dakota State running back and Nebraska football assistant Mikey Daniel.
Hand off to Daniel inside the 2 to the 1, and he powers his way into the end zone for a South Dakota State touchdown.
This is The Locker Room, brought to you by Ep Foundation Repair. Here are your hosts, Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel.
Welcome into The Locker Room here on 93.7 The Ticket. It has been a day of giving here on 93.7 The Ticket. We're going to continue. We have two $10 gift certificates to the Highball Bar. And while we have some knowledgeable folks here in the building, and Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel, we'd like to also answer your questions. So the first two listeners to send in a question, 402-464-5685, to our text line here, Starter Heyman text line, will win $10 to Highball Bar, and to kind of help your your festivities for tomorrow. We'll put it that way as we get going for the Nebraska-Colorado game. So, guys, I will let you know when those questions come in. Until then, I'll let you take it away.
It's Friday in the locker room, man. And we know what this is.
Man.
The Friday is Christmas Eve, it feels like.
Man.
Where are we at?
Especially this one. This one, it just hit a little, like I'm just walking around the city, it just feel a little different. It feel a little different. You got the alumni in town, got these all these fundraisers, all these events. The ticket was popping this morning. I'm talking about, Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer in here. So Friday as a player, today's interesting. And one thing we used to do, before the game, this was back when like Frost was the coach, is we would get there super early and we would go through every single play on the call list, right? So we'll go through all the signals. I know it's a little different now with the whole headset thing, but we'll go through every signal, every play, right? So there's no excuse for a missed assignment, right? And then we would go through our I mean, it's not really for us back in the day. It wasn't super full speed. It was more so it was like a really, really fast paced walkthrough. Make sure we got, a few plays in, but then we get, the first 2 drives, we get the 10 plays and we get the backup 10 plays. So we get to see what we're going to start off with. The Huskers and Colorado already know the first 10 plays. They already know what's going to happen. They already know what they want to get to, when they want to get to it, where they want to get to it, and how they want to get to it. And really today is a mental day. I mean, for me, there was times where I would just watch a couple cut-ups, but I mean, by Friday, my film's watched, I'm already locked in, and now I'm just visualizing me making plays, visualizing me being in certain situations, whether it's just like, a play specifically for me that week that maybe I didn't do well on that earlier that week in practice or something like that. But no, this is a special day. And also you get to go in the hotel.
Yeah.
And people miss that part. I mean, you get away from home. You get to get in the hotel, right down the road, but just a different environment. And once you get in the hotel, there's like a different flip that switches. And everyone's locked in. It ain't no fun and games, man. It's all business.
Yeah, and some guys like that and some don't, right? It just kind of depends on who you are. It's Fast Friday, right? It's get the body lubed up and do what you got to do, get your mind right. Make sure you locked in on your plays like you talked about. Man, I'm putting myself back in the shoes because I'm not that far removed,
right?
And I have butterflies, and like you said, the atmosphere is electric, right?
It's electric,
And we was talking, off air, and you said this is probably the most anticipated game in the last 10 years, right? At least,
yeah.
You had mentioned maybe Oregon back in like
2016. Yep.
Yeah. But this is big, and this one has star power.
Yeah. So this is star power. I mean, there's names getting dropped on who might be there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is big, and I can't. I mean, star power wise, I don't believe there's been a team coming into Nebraska in the past 20 years that is going to have the amount of eyes on this game. I mean, when you look at it, I believe the North Dakota State game versus Colorado had 5.6 million viewers. Sure. I mean, if they're playing North Dakota State, I mean, you throw Nebraska, and it's we're going to bring already like a few million, and we add on the just prime the effect, the star power that's going to be at the game. Dylan Riley, Shador Sanders, that storyline. I mean, this game might hit over 10 mil. Like this is gonna be incredible. And it's gonna be awesome for this to start the year off. This is starting the year. It's not like we're like playing on week 8, week 9. So every time, every game we go into, whether it's Ohio State, whether it's when we get into the Big Ten conference championship, when we get into playoffs, like all these. See how I said that like that? Yeah. When we get into those games, it should be nothing because the viewership that we're going to get, the eyes that we're going to get on this game, man, it's going to be different. Yeah. It's going to be different.
And Coach Rule hit on it in a press conference earlier this week. He was saying that we got to keep it about us. And he's right. You got to keep the main thing. And we have talked about that time and time again. And I think we're going to do just that because he's so great at creating anarchy and that chaos. And so that when the bullets start flying on Saturday night, they shouldn't have there should be no reservation. There should be no fear. It's just, I'm going out and it's practice now. And he truly does make practice harder than the games. Yeah, we talked about who might show up. I heard P. Mahomes. I heard Patrick Mahomes might come support his little cuzzo.
I mean, just had a Thursday night game. I mean, that would make sense. That would make sense.
So, keep an eye out for him. I cannot confirm, but I've heard some crazy names. Somebody even threw out Trump.
Hey.
And I'm like, why? They said, well, just what I'm hearing, So this from a player. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to confirm nor deny, right? It's just the star power. It's a significant game. And so, but yeah, keep your eyes out, man, because the city's hot.
The city's hot.
And Lincoln has to show face for that.
No, they do. They do.
I do want to. I want to talk a little bit about last night before we before we circle back. We sat on here, us two, and our guy Luke yesterday, and we went all 3 for the Ravens.
Man,
that didn't happen. But that goes to show you that this game is truly a game of inches.
Right.
I mean, last year with Zay Flowers fumbling on the goal line, where that would put him in a position to win the game.
Correct.
Inch, right? It's truly a game of inches. Again, last night, you see the late touchdown, Isaiah Likely, and call back because he's wearing a size 20 foot instead of an 18.
Right.
So, so it's inches. What did you see in that game that you liked and maybe that you didn't like?
Yeah, I thought, my initial thoughts, and I believe these were yours as well, was I wanted to see the offense run through Derrick Henry, and we didn't really see that at all.
Early on.
Right. And I think that's how you establish a game. You don't, I mean, especially when you're, battling, you're down and then you're up, down, you know what I'm saying? You want to establish that early. And so that was my initial thought. I wanted to see at least the first half. I mean, the first drive was cool. I loved it, getting in the zone. But then, I think he gets only like 3 carries after that.
Yeah.
So definitely would like to see that. And I really like the way Isaiah Likely played, not only in the pass game, run game too. Really some violent blocks. It looks like he's coming into his own. The past, like, I believe he's been in the league. This is 3rd year, I believe. Yeah. So, I mean, he's been able to learn under Mark Andrews, I'm sure, learn from Lamar. I mean, it looked like he back at Coastal Carolina. He looked comfy. So it will be interesting to see how he evolves this year, and gets more acclimated to the offense and his new role, because it looks like he's carved out a role in this offense.
Yeah, and one thing that I was texting my brother late last night, I'm just like, they need another receiver.
Yeah.
They need another receiver because Zay Flowers is a monster.
Yeah, he is.
And you saw a splash play by Rashad Bateman. That's not going to cut it.
Yeah.
I can't have – he had like 1 catch.
Yeah.
Not very many. And so their second receiver was a tight end. And as good as he was, that's not sustainable.
Right.
It's not. And you need the other guy. You need that deep threat. You need somebody else that can supplement some of these touches, right? And so I was super disappointed in the fact that Derrick Henry started off the way he did, and then they just went away from him.
Yeah.
The OC to me kind of was tripping.
Yeah.
I mean, even Lamar, he's throwing 1-2 yard passes. His average depth of pass was like 1 yard as of the 3rd quarter.
Really?
So he wasn't throwing down the field for nothing, right? It's all these quick streams. Like, let Lamar be a quarterback. And he rushed for over 100 yards again in his career. Great. You got to preserve this man. And also, he had a chip on the shoulder. He, instead of running out of bounds, he going down the sideline. And he had that from last year. He was like, okay, y'all beat me, y'all beat us in the AFC Championship, and I'm gonna make you feel me today. And so I think that I was just most disappointed in the play calling. Truthfully, we didn't see what I felt was needed to win the game.
Yeah, and I believe that Lamar is a lot better passer than people think and realize. I mean, you can sit him in the pocket, and he can throw for 35 passes a game, 40 passes a game, and get it done. So I would like to see the offense transition to that and hand the mantle of the run game off to Derrick Henry. Because that's what he's there for. I saw a press conference or interview after the game with Derrick Henry, and he's like, "Man, I did what I could. I control what I can control." Like there, you could see a frustration. You could see a frustration with all the Ravens, especially on offense. I mean, there was definitely a seemed like they had some left in the tank, right? A lot left in the tank. So it would be interesting to see what they do moving forward.
Great breakdown there from the locker room. We'll have plenty more coming back here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Primary care that understands you. At CHI Health Clinic, our dedicated primary care team takes time to hear you, understand you, and get to know you and your family at every stage of life. We believe in building lasting relationships with our patients. That's why we offer convenient, affordable health care close to home or work. Find out how we treat your whole family like family at chihealth.com/primary care.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agricultural storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a few sprinkles are possible this morning. Otherwise, probably the mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and a high around 76. Tonight, mostly clear skies, with the low around 49. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return, with an afternoon high around 75. I'm meteorologist Kyle Cutter from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by App Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the locker room here on 93.7 The Ticket. We said at the beginning of the show, if you text in a question, you could win a $10 gift certificate to Highball Bar. Gus Mohawk, you are a winner, and you'll get your question answered here. We also need one more question from you guys, 424-664-5685. Starter Haven text line. Next person to chime in with a question will win $10 to Highball Bar. Gus Mohawk, once again, already a winner for this question. He says, Travis Hunter played 129 snaps against NDSU. Colorado also had their starters in all games. Nebraska had 107 guys get in the game, and Isaac Gifford led the team with just 21 snaps. Do you think this will play a big part in tomorrow's game?
Wow. Oh, great question and great research too.
Yeah, my goodness.
Not yet. Not yet. It's only game 2. Bodies are, they can still endure this right now. From last week to this week, it won't have the effect, but from the start of the game to the end of the game, it will have an effect because the beat down on them will be a lot more significant than maybe last week.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. That's how I see it is. If I'm throwing Dante at you, Gabe at you, Emmett at you, I'm throwing Nair at you, Banks at you, you know what I mean? I'm throwing all these guys at you and I'm beating you up all game long. I think that will have a severe effect on them from start to finish, but I don't think there would be much carryover from last week to this week per se.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the recovery, especially it being a Thursday night game that they played, I think the recovery is pretty much there. You get 2 extra days, which those 2 days is, man, those are pivotal days. So yeah, I agree with Mike. I think throwing bodies at him. This is the thing though, when your body's getting exerted and your heart rate's up, your you're winded, you're tired, ran probably 3-4 miles already, and then you take a big hit, and then your body gets contorted in a certain way, then your hamstring or some type of your glutes go out, whatever, and then your hamstrings start messing up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the injuries happen, is from fatigue. So I see, like Mikey said, I see like later in the game, probably third or fourth quarter, if this ends up being, a track meet where they're relying on Travis Hunter on offense and relying on Travis Hunter on defense. I see it as they're going to have to be very specific on how they want to use Travis Hunter. And that's one of the question marks I have going into this game is, okay, how are you going to use them? Are you going to use them? You don't come off the field, right? You're not going to play none but 100 plays, you're going to miss out 3 plays, or it's going to be a thing where we're going to strategically put you in on offense when, it's bigger plays. We're not going to have you out there when, you're running a backside fade, you know what I'm saying? When you're off the ball blocking, you know what I'm saying? But you can't take plays off on defense. That's the place where you can't take plays off.
Right.
And so it will be interesting to see. I'm sure they got something schemed up. I mean, if there's a game within these first 5 games for Colorado that he needs to play both ways, it would be this one.
Yeah.
Just because of the impact and the effect he has on the game. But good question, though. Great question.
And I think, truth be told, I think Prime is over there and he's nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, just watching his press conferences and just seeing how he's talked this year compared to leading up to the game last year.
Completely different.
It's now respect.
Mm-hmm.
But it's respect because he's like, okay, they got a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Last year they watched us lose to Minnesota early, right? That first game.
Correct.
And they saw a bunch of turnovers. They saw, that we
no offense.
Offense.
Yeah.
None. And you cut on the flip this year, and it's different. The demeanor is different. And 1-5 is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. And so I guarantee you, he's sitting over there and like this one's gonna look different.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And one thing I've been seeing is people are trying to compare and use last year's film for context. I would say the only thing you can take away from last year's film is maybe the overall schematics of the Nebraska defense. Although I believe they're going to come out in something very different, just because the firepower and the way we need to get pressure on Shedeur, but also play good coverage on the back end. So we're looking at last year's game. I mean, offensive wise, you can literally scrap the whole tape.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't unless you go formation,
right.
Maybe the goal line package where you hop in, 13 personnel. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing really on offense you can take from that game. Defense wise, there's a couple, you can see tendencies on how guys play and stuff, but this is a whole new team. Mm-hmm. And if you just look at the defense from last year, you fast forward 3 games later when they go and play Illinois, or 2 games later, you go play Illinois. It's a whole new defense.
Yeah.
That was the start of it. The goal line stop, third down stop with Phelan Sanford. Like the whole defense changed. You fast forward 3-4 weeks later, 5 weeks later, they're a top 15 defense in the nation, right? Known for their run game, known for the 3-3-5. We got Urban Meyer breaking down the 3-3-5, saying how fantastic the defense is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a whole different ball game. And what you're saying is Deion knows this.
Yeah.
Deion knows this. And anyone who knows football knows this too.
Right.
That Colorado shouldn't be going in there. Obviously going there thinking you're going to win, right? The team out west should come in there thinking you're going to win. But in the back of their minds, they're like, this is a new monster we have not yet approached.
Yeah. And here's the thing. If you do know the game, like you said, and Prime knows the game,
right?
He's done his film. Tony White is, man, he's one of the best coaches I've ever been around. He is so smart,
right?
And what he's done for this defense and in this defense over the last year. I was told last night he didn't send a blitz last week. Not a one. I was talking to some of the running backs. Like, he didn't even blitz last week. That means, and I believe it because I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay. Now I haven't watched every single play, and I don't have the.
I don't think he did. No, I'm thinking about it. I watched the game probably like 3 times.
Somebody may have triggered.
Right.
If the running back stays, so what does that mean? If I'm a running back, if I have the running back man as a linebacker or whatever, and he stays in protection, now I can trigger, I can blitz, I
lay
can
add-on,
a lay add-on is what we call that, a trigger blitz, or a dog blitz, right?
Yeah.
So
if you got tight end and man and he stays in pass pro, same thing.
Right.
Yeah, but
a true blitz,
a sim person, I didn't see one either.
It didn't happen.
And you see, I mean, last year they got in like this 5 down 50 front where you send like, you got P. Will, Cam, you got Ty Nash, all these got James Williams. Didn't do it. I didn't see any of it.
He didn't do it. and I'm like, man, you know what? This dude is so smart.
Yeah.
And he's like, not even do I not need it, but I'm not going to give them nothing. I'm not going to give them a single opportunity.
Bro, that just juiced me up. That just juiced me up, Mike.
We sacked him 8 times.
I'm about to go take a lap.
8 times last year. 8 times, right?
I was making 9.
You're telling me. And lost.
Yeah.
And that's unheard of. That's crazy. It's not going to look that way this year.
Oh, no.
It's not going to look that way this year.
Oh, no.
I sat and spoke with the running backs last night. And I told them, last week I said, hey, I want to see 200 out of this room. And Dante and these guys they're ready. I'll leave it at that.
Right.
They're ready. I'm going to go out on a limb. I say, I'm not going to predict the score until the end of the show, so you stay tuned. I like Dante to go for 100 yards tomorrow.
Woo!
I really do. And I think that he would have went for 100 last week had he not put the ball in the carpet.
A Benji?
But hear me when I tell you that I really see him taking up.
How many carries? How many does he need for 100?
How many does he need? I think off 10 he'll find a way.
I was about to say 8 or 9. Yeah.
But I see him going 15, 16, somewhere in that range.
Okay. He gonna pop one?
Yeah. And he'll break out.
Pop one
I like
55?
Yeah, I like
40.
They have to start to emerge.
Yeah.
Right. They do, because this full rotate, like as great as they are, somebody's gonna have to take over.
Yeah.
And
that's
all 4 of them are capable.
That's something Luke was saying. He said somebody's gonna emerge. Somebody's gonna emerge. And you kind of like Emmett and Dante, I believe.
Yeah, I love them all.
Yeah, right.
I love them all. But somebody's got to show me.
Right.
This is my show. This is my team. Like I'm not okay with 8 reps. I'm not okay with 6 reps.
Yeah.
He only has 6 carries.
Yeah.
Emmett 8. I'm not okay with this. At a certain point, I got to be a man and say, this is my team. And it's not a arrogant thing, and it's not a selfish thing.
Right.
This is somebody has to be the guy.
And if you feel like you the guy, be the guy.
Be the guy.
Be the guy. Go ahead.
Be the guy. And I think we'll start to see that tomorrow.
Yeah. And what there's not a more perfect moment than tomorrow.
Lights are out.
Yeah. One question mark I want to be answered tomorrow is what type of offense this is going to be. If last week was, Dylan Ryler playing not even 3 quarters, I believe it was 2.5. If he finishes that game, they're probably scoring, 50, 60 on him, right? I want to see what type of offense this is. I believe he's going to play 4 quarters. I mean, unless I don't even see a situation where he doesn't. He'll play 4 quarters. I mean, obviously Heinrich might get some special calls, whatever, but I want to see what type of offense. I want to see the receivers make plays. I think the receivers are going to have a really, really big game. And I think it starts with the running backs. And then I think as the game evolves, I think it's obviously going to open up the receivers. And we're going to see how dynamic this offense is funneled through Dylan Riley, the running backs to the receivers, and the big boys up front controlling the line of scrimmage.
No doubt. I'm with you.
The debut of the Locker Room has 1 segment left in its week. It's been a fantastic week. 1 segment left. I heard they're going to give their predictions and talk some more Huskers and Colorado Buffaloes. That team out west, I should say. Sorry, guys. We'll be right back after this.
Over 75% of the patients that come to Limitless Male have been told over and over again by their primary care providers that their testosterone level is fine. Guess what? If you have all the symptoms of low testosterone, you're not fine. Come get a second opinion at Limitless Male. We have helped tens of thousands of men feel optimal again, and we can help you. Stop waiting. Come see the men's health experts. Book your free consult online at limitlessmale.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? At Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. At Foundation Repair, we fix basements.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com. Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card Spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details. At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats. Dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Kickoff is here and football is officially back. Over 1 million fans across 33 states got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog, and this year you can too. Making picks on Underdog is straightforward and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code EARLY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code EARLY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 19 plus in Nebraska and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to The Locker Room with Chancellor Brewington and Mikey Daniel. Brought to you by F Foundation Repair on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is the debut week for the Locker Room. One final segment as we get to it. Did want to go ahead and give out one final Highball Bar $10 gift certificate to WIB off the text line, Starter Heyman text line. By the way, go check out Highball Bar, 122 North 11th Street in Lincoln, pretty close down here to 93.7 The Ticket. So if you're a WIB or Gus Mohawk, you might as well just grab them from the ticket and then head on over there. In any case, WIB texts in and asks, how many yards does Colorado pass for? And somewhat rephrasing that, I suppose, how much does Nebraska need to hold Colorado to through the air?
You know, two is going to get his.
Yeah.
You know, and
or he won't.
We will limit him, but we're not going to shut him down.
Right.
You know, he gets paid, right, for a reason. And so I see him going for less than 300. Like I'm going to say maybe in that 275 range. And I think that if we can keep him, we keep him under 300, that'll mess with him and it'll destroy their team because they're not going to be able to run the ball on us. So I like 275 range.
That's interesting. Okay. It's tough because I think he threw for 300s. I think last week. I like 220. I like 220. I'm real aggressive right now. I'm real aggressive. There's some in my drink that's more than some, but I'm probably around like 225. I see a pick or two.
Yeah,
I definitely see a pick or two. I would say he'll probably go like 20. He'll probably go like 24 for like. Nah, I mean I'm not gonna give him that. I'll give him 29 for 38. No, I'll give him 29 for 40.
29 for 40.
Yeah.
220, huh? Okay.
I'm aggressive
That
right
is
now.
aggressive.
That's super aggressive. But it leads into my prediction though. That's why it stems from how Shedeur plays. So I think the defense is going to add pressure, like we were talking about with Tony White. Then we're going to add pressure. I think we're going to lock him up on the back end, and just not lock him up, but cause some problems. I think Travis Hunter going to have some big plays. So if I say 220, that is meaning that Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn would be around, the 75 to 80 yard margin for receiving yards.
Yeah. All right, listen, if we hold him with 220, I mean,
Yeah, you can
come on,
strike up the band.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Before we get into our Nebraska and Team Out West prediction, I kind of want to circle back on some of these other games around the league. First one that comes to mind: Duke Northwestern.
At
at
Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yeah. I like Duke.
Oh,
I like Duke. I know you're gonna say Northwestern.
yeah, I like Northwestern.
Yeah.
I like Northwestern. And it's, like I said, it's a makeshift field,
Mhm.
but I still like them to win. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Texas, Michigan.
Texas.
It's at Michigan, but Michigan didn't look very good last week.
Yeah.
They didn't look like Michigan.
Yeah, I think Texas blows them out.
Bye.
It's 21 plus.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm really high on Texas this year.
21.
Yeah. I'm really high on Texas. I'm talking crazy this morning. It's okay.
Yeah. Here's one I really like.
Mm.
Arkansas, Oklahoma State at Oklahoma State.
I'll take Oklahoma State. But I mean, they got Oklahoma State win by 10 right now. Yeah, I think it'll probably be around there. I think it'll be even tighter than that. I mean, I think it might be like 3 or 7.
I think they go down. I think
Okay.
they go down at home.
I'm
Now,
not
I'm a
mad at it.
Jackrabbit. I'm a Jackrabbit, and we just
Right.
played at South Dakota State. Just played at Oklahoma State last week, and we lost for the first time in 29 weeks. So,
Slight flex.
yeah, slight flex. But no, I think Arkansas looked really good last week. I think they put up like 70 points. I
Mhm.
mean, they might not have been playing nobody significant, right?
Right.
But I like them coming to kind of handle business. Let's go to the ACC. We got Georgia Tech, Syracuse at Syracuse.
At Syracuse. I mean, I got some boys on the Syracuse team, man. I think Syracuse gets it done.
Yeah.
And I mean, Georgia Tech's only favored by 3. Yeah, I mean, if I'm a betting man, I'm probably taking Syracuse on that. That's a safe one.
Yeah, I really like Syracuse this year. I told you that they're my sleeper to win the ACC. Obviously, I have a bias with my guy Jeff Nixon being the offensive coordinator there. He brought in Kyle McCord, and they're just I just really like them this year. Iowa State at Iowa.
Yeah, this one's interesting. When you get to see what type of team Iowa's going to be, it's particularly on offense. If last week was just a fluke, or if they're really, as people are saying, got this well-rounded offense that scores some points. So I will never take Iowa, so I'm taking Iowa State.
Yeah, there we go. No, that's where I'm at with that too, because I'm just not going to take Iowa. It don't matter who they're playing. So
yeah,
if I was going to bet though, I mean, I wouldn't put it on Iowa State,
right?
But I'm just not going to choose.
Yeah,
Iowa,
exactly,
So
exactly.
We'll leave it at that. Michigan State, Maryland.
Yeah,
Maryland.
This one's interesting. I think Michigan State is not the it's not even the Michigan State from last year. I think they're a little worse on offense and a little worse on defense. Losing the quarterback and that whole ordeal. I got Maryland by at least 10. Yeah,
I'm with that.
Yeah,
I can get behind that one. The last one that I want to hit on before we get back to Nebraska and the team out west, Kansas at Illinois.
This probably outside of Michigan, Texas. This is probably my other game of the week. I really like this one. This is tough because I think Illinois offense has took a big step. I think. Oh my gosh. You got one? Let me think on it.
I like Kansas.
Okay.
I like them to go in there. I like Kansas to.
It's at Illinois?
Yep. It's at Champaign. We went into Champaign. I loved it there. By the way, we played there on a Friday night last year and handle business. We talked about the fourth and goal or whatever. But I like Kansas to go in and handle business there. The quarterback is legit to me. Their running back was like second to nobody last year. He was legit.
Yeah,
Like, he's cold-blooded. This Neil kid, number 4.
Yeah.
He's about it.
Yeah, I'd probably take Kansas, but I think it's going to be a tight one. I think it's going to be down to the wire. I think Illinois is going to surprise some people, and I think Illinois stock is actually going to rise from this game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good. We could use that.
Yeah.
We could use this because so is ours.
Exactly.
Now let's do it.
Let's do it.
We got the team out west. And you know what? Let's call them Colorado for the moment.
Yeah, the Colorado Puffs.
We got Colorado coming to town tomorrow night. 7:00. What do you think?
It's on TV. As Bill Bush says, it's on TV.
It's on TV.
It's on TV. My goodness. I'm gonna do it, Mike. I'm gonna do
Come
it.
on.
I'm gonna do it. 38-21. That's what I'm doing.
38-21.
That's what I'm doing.
How
are we getting the points?
Yeah, where's this coming from?
I think it's gonna start with the defense.
Yep.
It's gonna start with the defense.
Mhm.
D-line's gonna take control of the game. Not gonna be able to run the ball like North Dakota State shut it down. Nash and Ty in the middle interior, guard center. They're gonna have a really hard time. I believe Tony White's gonna send some pressure, but I believe early on we're gonna get home with 4 and 3,
Yeah.
and we're not even gonna need to really send pressure like that,
Yeah.
and it's gonna free up the back end.
Yeah.
And I think Dylan Riley is gonna come out and play a veteran game. I don't even want him to try and make the big play.
Yeah.
Just make the play, just like last week. Just make the play.
Yeah.
If the read is read the boundary safety, read the boundary. If it's check down, check it down. You know what I'm saying? So
do your job.
Exactly.
Just do
And
your job.
I expect a back to like you said, emerge from the room. And I think Banks is gonna have a really big game. And Bonner, I think Bonner's my sleeper this game. I think Bonner goes on national television and makes a name for himself.
I like that. I'm gonna go 35-20.
Ooh, we right around the corner.
Yeah, I like 35-20.
We on the same block.
I like 35-20 a lot. Maybe 35-21. They might get 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
But I'll sit with 35-20 right now.
First quarter. Let's go first quarter. What do you think the score going to be at the first quarter?
14-7.
Us?
Nah.
Ooh.
You know what? I take that back. I like 10-7.
10-7 down?
Yeah.
Okay. And then second quarter, he's
Yep,
up?
Yep.
Mm.
And I can't go quarter by quarter, but I just feel good about because they'll come out strong.
Yeah.
And they'll be until we wear them down.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
The scripted plays,
Yeah.
right? They'll hit. So don't be surprised if they come out and boom, 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 score right away.
Right.
Like don't get caught off guard if that happens because it could. But I don't think it will be on Dylan's back. I think it will come out the running back room.
Yeah.
And I say that because this is a big game, and like I said, Coach Rule is smart.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put his guy in position to be the most successful, and he has what he has in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I think I watched North Dakota State run all over him,
right,
all over Colorado last week with their quarterback, but they also don't have the running game that we do.
Yeah,
and so I like us to go for over 220 yards in the backfield.
Woo!
And I like to have 3.
I like it. One thing I was thinking about is I think both of our scores are similar, but I believe I think the whole game is going to be tight, and it's going to be like the last 8 minutes where Nebraska scores 2 tuds in the last 8 minutes, and then at the end it looks like a blowout. The whole time it was kind of right, battle. But like you said, I think late in the game, whether it's Travis Hunter or Shador, they're going to be taking hits. They're going to be feeling the physicality of not only the offense but the defense. I mean, not only defense but the offense as well. And fatigue, I think, will set in for Colorado.
Yeah.
Just mentally too. I mean, you got to throw the crowd in there. You got to throw the fans and just the sea of red in there.
The balloons are back.
Yeah,
the balloons are back.
There we go.
So look for those to start flying in there.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it, man.
Man, great first week, man.
Great first week. Thank you for all of our listeners. We can't do this without you. Make sure you stay tuned because the locker room will be live all year long.
Yes, sir. We'll be back on Monday, going over the predictions, going over the game and all these things coming up.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring your friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card Spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, this deal ends soon.